I've been thinking about something recently. I think one of the easiest people to miss when they're struggling is the person who still gets things done. Because what usually happens when someone's having a hard time, people notice, yeah? Maybe they stop turning up, they might fall behind, become withdrawn, and ask for help. Some people do the exact opposite. They keep going, they keep turning up, they keep sorting things out. And because they're still functioning, everyone assumes that they're okay. I've met people like that my whole life, at work, in families, friends, the person everyone relies on. The one who gets the phone call when something goes wrong, the one who volunteers to help, the one who says, don't worry, I'll sort it. And most of the time, they're not saying that because life is easy. They're saying it because somebody has to. I think a lot of people end up becoming that person without really meaning to. Yeah? Maybe they're capable. Maybe they're reliable. Maybe they just don't like letting people down. So gradually they become the one who carries things. That's not all at once. It's just a bit here, a bit there. Can you do this? Can you help with that? Can you cover this? Sort that out, whatever. And because they're good at it, people keep asking, which is fair enough. Yeah, if somebody's good at carrying things, it's natural to just hand them another bag. Yeah. Problem is, you don't really know how heavy the load already is. And half the time, neither do they. I've noticed as I get older, yeah, people don't always realise how much they're carrying until something small happens and they react far more strongly than they expected. A minor problem feels massive. A small criticism sticks for days. A simple decision feels exhausting. I think, what's wrong with me? Maybe nothing. Maybe you've just been carrying too much for too long. Sometimes we imagine burnout as this dramatic event. Everything falls apart. It's a big breakdown, big crisis. But I think it always looks like that. Sometimes it just looks like becoming permanently tired. It's just losing patience quicker than you used to. Like spending an entire evening staring at your phone because your brain doesn't have any energy left to do anything else. Sometimes it looks like feeling disconnected from things you used to enjoy. The strange part is, it can all still happen while you're still functioning. You're still going to work, you're still paying the bills, you're still taking the kids where they need to be. From the outside, nothing looks wrong. That's why useful people are easy to miss. Because they're the last people anyone worries about, including themselves. Because if you're still getting things done, it's easy to convince yourself that you're fine. But getting things done and being fine ain't the same thing. I think a lot of people have started quietly measuring their worth by how much they can carry, how much pressure they can absorb, how much they tolerate. But you're more than your usefulness, or at least you should be. And yeah, it sounds obvious out loud, of course it does, but I'm not sure many of us actually live like it's true. I think a lot of adults spend years looking after everything except themselves. Not because they don't matter, it's because they're busy. They're busy being responsible, keeping life moving, making sure everyone else is all right. You stop asking yourself whether you're okay. That's where people lose sight of themselves. It's not a dramatic collapse. It's just years of putting yourself at the bottom of the list. I don't have a grand solution for that. I don't think there is one. It just starts with noticing, noticing how much you're carrying, what it's costing you. Whether you've become so busy being useful that you've forgotten you're a person as well. Some people look absolutely fine from the outside. They're smiling, working, helping, everything you're supposed to do. and exhausted. You just can't see it. We need to be a little bit slower to assume that someone's okay just because they're coping. And maybe we should occasionally ask ourselves the same question too, yeah? Not whether we're functioning, but whether we're actually okay. Because they're not the same thing. And sometimes recognizing that is the first step towards doing something about it. Because in the end, you still choose how it ends.